Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity. I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend and I'm looking forward to crafting with you today. Now, while everybody is finding their notifications that I've gone live, I will just bring this up on my other devices so that I can see all of your comments there. So thank you to everybody that is here live today. Thank you to everyone who is coming back and watching the replay here on Facebook, and also to all of you watching over on YouTube. So let me just get this set up. Oh, volume. I forgot to turn the volume down. There we go. I feel like every week I come live, the angle on the camera seems to get wider and wider. And I don't know. Let me do a test actually. No, I can't zoom that in. I can't zoom that in when it's on the forward facing camera, but I can zoom it on when we go down to the desk. So all good. All good. All right, let me bring this up over here on my laptop as well. So as you're joining me, say hi. Let me know that you are here. And if this is your first time watching with us, let us know where you're watching from. We always love to welcome new viewers. Okay, so let's see what this does this week. Okay, good. Awesome. Every week it's always different. There's something always changing with Facebook. It's hard to keep up. We do our best and we work out the workarounds. So there we go. Okay. So the weekend, we usually do a quick little chat before we jump into our live. If you don't want the chit chat and you're watching the replay, feel free to fast forward through to the creative time. And yeah, if you're over on YouTube, we usually do timestamp the video. Not sure if the last couple have been timestamped actually, because we've been very busy the last couple of weeks, but usually we do timestamp the videos so that you know what section is what, and you can skip forward to the sections that you want to listen to. If you do skip past the chit chat though, sometimes you do miss out on important information of things that are coming up, so just be mindful of that. But all good. Hey Julie, how you going? Lovely to have you here today. Okay, so weekend, let's see, what did I do on the weekend? I think I worked most of it. So our son and his wife came over, our son and daughter-in-law, they came over yesterday, so it was lovely to see them. We spent a bit of family time together. Saturday, I can't even remember Saturday. What did we have Saturday? Oh, my husband had an appointment in the morning, so I went to that. And then, what was Saturday afternoon? Oh, that's right. I had a friend pop in the afternoon. That's right. I was thinking, what did I do? I remember that I hadn't slept much that night, so I did have an afternoon nap. But I had a friend pop over first, so that was lovely to catch up with her. It was a friend that I used to work with, and I hadn't seen her for quite a while, and yeah, probably a couple of years actually. We've seen each other on, you know, Facebook as you do, but hadn't seen each other for a proper chat in person for quite some time, so it was great to see her. All right, hey Jody, how you going? Lovely to have you here. So yeah, what did everybody else get up to on the weekend? Let me know one thing that you did on the weekend. Share with me in the comments. While you do that, I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Have you all got your cuppers with you today? I've got some, did I make today? French Earl Grey today. Perfect temperature too. I was worried it was going to be a bit hot, but it's actually good. All right. Hey Rose, how you going? Great to have you with us today. Yeah, so share with me. I love to chat with you. I love to find out what you've been doing and what you've been crafting. Let me know if you're crafting along with me today as well, or if you are just watching. That's also fine too. So totally up to you. Now we've got lots of fun things that are happening, and I've got some classes coming up. I've got some specials for you as well, so I will share those. I did a bit of crafting on the weekend as well. I've got some classes coming up, so I've been preparing for those. Yeah, and tonight I think it's going to start, and tomorrow we have to pack away all of the sale items that didn't sell. So we've got to pack them all away till the next big sale, which will probably not be till next year now, because the rest of this year usually is wiped out getting ready for end of year things and Christmas and whatnot. It's going to be a busy time. So, but yeah, if ever you are looking for any retired items, please feel free to get in contact with me. I've got a stack of them, and I'm happy to have a look to see if I have what you are looking for. So, yeah, feel free to let me know. Hey, Leslie, how you going? Lovely to have you here. All right, well, continue sharing with me, continue chatting with me and with each other if you'd like to as well. And I'm going to share a few things that are coming up. Now we've got... I've actually got, I'll move over this way so I can show you. I've got my Christmas card buffet coming up really soon. Still got seats available at the moment. There are 2 dates. We're running the same class on 2 different days. So you've got opportunity to come to either, or you can come to both. We usually have about 8 cards, 7 to 8. We try to do 8 if we can. So that if you do want to come to both classes and do 4 at one class and 4 at the other class, you can do that. We had that at our last card buffet, actually. We had a couple of ladies come to both so that they could make all 8 cards, and they loved that. So it's $30 per person. Oh, let me tell you the dates first. Sorry, we've got Saturday, the 11th of October, and that is an afternoon class starting at 2 p.m. And then we've got a Wednesday morning class, the 29th of October, so later in the month, and that starts at 10 a.m. Each class goes for about 3 hours, or just over 3 hours, and you get to create 4 cards of all of the designs that are on display. You choose which 4 you would like to create, and that is included in your class. If you want additional kits to take home, you can purchase those. You can quickly do the stamping and the die cutting before you go, and then take those bits and pieces with you to put the cards together at home for an additional fee. So that is what's happening. We also make a lovely morning tea or afternoon tea, depending if it's a morning class or afternoon class, for you as well. Amber always does beautiful baking for our classes. It's become a thing now, so the ladies are always excited about their morning and afternoon teas, and to see what yummy things Amber has prepared for them. So registration is going to be closing on Friday the 3rd of October, so you still have a little bit of time. However, if the classes fill before then, I will be turning them off, because I only have limited seats available. I can only fit so many people around my in my studio around the tables, so once that fills up, I'll be turning it off. Now you can register here at my website. You'll find all the details on my events calendar at mandywitherby.stampinup.net, but I will pop the details down in the comments here on Facebook, and on YouTube I'll put them in the description of the video. So it's a Christmas card buffet. We're going to be creating Christmas cards on that day, so it will be a great opportunity for you to get started on some of those Christmas projects and give you lots of ideas as well. So let me just grab that link. There we go, and then you can go there and you can check out all of the details, and you can register in that link as well. All right, so let me pop that in there. There you go, and you can register for either of those dates or both of those dates on that same link. Okay, so it's one link for both classes. All right. Oh, you're stalking Jody. You're just hanging in the background. Oh, good, oh, good. I don't mind whatever way you want to watch or listen. That is great. I'm happy to have you here. So thank you so much for being here. All good. So yeah, so card buffet is going to be, Christmas card buffet is going to be lots and lots of fun. Now you'll see a little sneaky peek there. We're not necessarily making those cards that you see there, but it gives you a little bit of a glimpse of the types of projects that we do offer. Some of them we may offer. We haven't fully decided yet, but we, yeah, we will see. There might be some different ones as well. Well, there probably will be different ones because there's, yeah, not enough in all of that to for the class. Actually, yeah, not quite. Nearly, not quite. All right, now I've got something exciting for you today as well. I'm doing something very special this week, and this is something I haven't done before. But I have a special freebie of the day, and today, Monday the 22nd, now I did post this up on my social media this morning, and I sent out a email as well for those who are subscribed to my email newsletter and you are here in Australia, that today with any orders that are placed in my online store and over $100, that's 100 Australian dollars obviously, before shipping, you will receive the free, beautiful, Peaceful Greenery 3D embossing folder. We're going to be playing with that embossing folder today, so I'm going to show you how beautiful it is. Yeah, so long as you shop in my online store and you purchase over $100, you're going to get that for free. And as well as that, you're also going to get the monthly tutorial bundle for September, which has, I think it's 22 tutorials, I think, in it this month. Or it might be more, 22, 24, somewhere around there, tutorials. You're going to get that for free as well. I give that to all of my customers that purchase over $75 in an order. So you get that as well. Plus, if you are opted in to the Stampin' Rewards program, which you can opt into at any time in the online store if you haven't already, you're also going to get 10% of your order in Stampin' Rewards that you can then use on a future purchase. So that's awesome, and you get a handmade card from me as well. So great opportunity to shop and get all of those fantastic freebies. So definitely check that out. So the beautiful embossing folder is this one here. This is it here. It's gorgeous. We're going to play with it today. I'm going to show you a couple of different ideas, and we've got, I've got a couple of sample projects to show you as well, which are different to what we're creating today. So shall we get started? All right. Has anybody else already got this, this embossing folder? Let me know in the comments if you do. Now I'll pop this just over here. So I've got that nearby so I can remind you of it during the video. And yeah, I'm going to turn the camera down to the desktop. If you are looking for any of my, if you're looking for my online store, you can find it two ways. Oh, I'm sorry, this is back to front. I really need to print one of these in reverse. I'll have this down on my desk though, so you'll be able to see it when I put the camera down. So you can go to my blog, which is Mandy Witherby, Mandy's Papercraft Creations.blogspot.com, or you can go to my website, which is mandywitherby.stampinup.net, and you'll find my shop tab there. So you can go to either of those places. I'll actually pop it as well in the comments because that might make it easier for people. I'll pop the direct link as well to my online store in the comments. There we go. So there, you've got that there. Now, if you are not yet subscribed to my newsletter and you would like to keep up to date with all of the latest Stampin' Up! News, specials, promotions that Stampin' Up! Have, or special promotions like I'm putting on at the moment myself, or if you want to keep up to date with all of my classes, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and it's very easy. You can do it via my blog. If you go to my blog, Mandy's Papercraft Creations.blogspot.com. Sound like a TV commercial, don't I? You can actually click on the newsletter button. There's a newsletter button on the top right hand side of the screen. You can just click on that and subscribe to my newsletter. And you can unsubscribe at any time too if you decide that you don't want to receive them anymore. I actually didn't get one out last week because I did post out to our my Australian subscribers some of the latest promotions, but I didn't get a general newsletter out, so we'll try to get that out in the next couple of days as well. Just preparing for a class on Wednesday at the moment, so it's a bit busy, and then I've got another class on Saturday as well, so it's a bit busy this week. But I will get there. I'll get there. Okay. Also, if you are looking for, hang on, let me go up here. No, I want to go to this one here. If you are looking for my blog and you've forgotten what it is, if you're looking for me on my other social media platforms or anything else, I'm going to put all of my links. I'm going to put my Linktree link down in the comments too. And it's always there on my YouTube channel underneath the videos. You have got all of the access to all of the links there. Okay, it's one link. You click on that, it opens up a little screen that has all the different places you can go to. So if you're looking for my, if you want to request a catalog, if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, if you want to find my blog, if you want to find my online store, all the things, they're all listed there, and then you can just click on whichever one you want. So I'll pop that there for you to make it easy as well. So I've got all these individual links, and then I've got them all in one place as well, so which makes it much easier. Okay, so how about we get crafting? I'll move my keyboard. We'll tip the camera down onto the desktop, and we can get started. Feel free to keep chatting with me. Hey Chris, how you going? No worries at all. We are about to get started. Oh, you love my brooches today. Thank you. I'm wearing these ones for a very special reason. I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. But I'll tell you now. Actually, yeah, my beautiful sister lost her beautiful dog last night. And so I'm wearing these in honor of Charlie. In memory of Charlie, and I'm going to try not to get upset. Yeah, he was a beautiful dog, and his loss has affected my sister and her family and my daughter and me a little bit as well. So yeah, so we're going to be making a special card today in honor of Charlie, and yeah, these are being worn today for him. So okay, let's tip the camera down and we'll get started. Okay, I'll just zoom that in. Oops, that was a bit quick, wasn't it? There we go. And I'll straighten this camera up. Get that straight and level as best as we can. Oops. All right, bear with me 2 secs while I just get this sorted. Okay. Nope. There we go. Oh, that's pretty good. Not perfect, but I think it will do for now. We can tweak it again if we need to. Alrighty. Excuse the snuffles. Okay. So, hey Laurie, how you going? Lovely to have you with us all the way from Ohio. You actually caught me live today. That's great. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, it's yeah, my sister. It's very hard for yeah, on my sister and her family at the moment, losing their beautiful fur baby. And yeah, and my daughter was there as well as he passed, so it's affected her too. He was like her own dog. She loved him like her own, and she looked after him lots of times, and she lived with them for a little bit as well. So, you know, he was the household furry four-legged baby. So, yeah, he was very much loved. So it is hard. It's hard for all of them. I'm feeling for all of them. Yeah. Anyway, so today we are going to make a beautiful card. We're actually making a beautiful card that is a really lovely card to give to somebody who is who needs your thoughts and prayers, who's going through a difficult time. Sometimes they're the hardest cards to make, aren't they? They're not ones I readily have available, sympathy cards. I have thinking of you cards usually in my stash. Sympathy cards aren't really ones that I tend to make a lot of. I tend to make them just as needed, but I kind of think that, like, I always think to myself, I really should have some in my stash ready to go as soon as I need them, because sometimes they're the hardest ones to make, I think. But Amber has helped me, and I have, anyway, I'll show you in a moment. But what we're going to be creating today is, we're going to be using, well, what we're going to be using, I should say, is the Peaceful Garden Suite. This is from the new mini catalogue, the September to December 2025 mini catalogue. And it's a really, really beautiful suite. I can move that back over that way a little bit. Just wasn't sure how much of that was going to fit on the camera. Let me know if you can't hear me, and I can raise my voice a little bit as well. When I turn the camera down, it does go, it changes the mic, and it does go a little bit quieter. So just let me know if I need to raise my voice, or maybe just turn your volume up a bit too. So the beautiful Peaceful Garden Suite, it's really, really pretty. The papers are beautiful, the dies are beautiful. We've got some beautiful sentiments in the stamp set. You can purchase all of these products together as a suite. We've got the stamp set, we've got the dies, we've got the embossing folder, there's glimmer paper as well, ribbon, and of course some beautiful bling, which are little flowers. And of course, with every suite, the beautiful designer series paper. So if you want to get all of the products in the suite, there is one code that you can use. That's at the top of the page. Or if you want to purchase the individual products, then they are listed down the side. Now, when you're purchasing the stamps and dies, as I always say, it's great to get them together as a bundle. You will save yourself 10% if you get them as a bundled price. The bundled price is built into the suite if you're getting the whole suite, so you don't need to worry about that. That's included. But if you just want to get them individually, you'll find those codes down the bottom of the page. Okay, so that's just a little bit about the suite. In here as well, there are some sample projects and some tip ideas as well, so you can have a look at those as you go through. So if you start on page 32 of the catalogue, that's where you'll see some samples, the projects, and then there's some more samples over the page. Okay, so that's what we're playing with today. This is the gorgeous card that we are going to create. I'll just take that out of the plastic. We are changing it up a little bit, but it's this beautiful card. We did, oh, hang on, I've got my note paper in there with my measurements and things. This was one of the cards we actually had at our last card buffet, and it's a really, really beautiful card. And then yeah, Amber suggested that I make this one today for my sister and her family, which I thought was a beautiful idea. And we're just going to change up a couple of things and add a bit of extra bling and change some of the colours just ever so slightly. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to make one like this for my sister and her family. Okay. All right, so I've got some other sample projects to show you as well using these products, and I'll show those to you throughout the video as well, so stick with me. I'm just going to pop that there for a minute. I think I just need to zoom the camera in a little bit more so we're a little bit closer on the project, so bear with me 2 secs. Sometimes it takes a moment for the screen to zoom when I'm doing the pinch, and then all of a sudden it will quickly zoom in, and then I'll be, come on. Oh, it's being temperamental now. Doesn't want to zoom at all. Come on, zoom. It's not wanting to zoom at all now. Why is it not zooming? Nope. Come on. Oh, there we go. So temperamental. There we go. Is that a bit better? A little bit closer. Put my little spirit level back on the top, and I'll just move this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, how's that looking? Is that a little bit closer? Hopefully. Let me take a sip of my tea. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to start with the, so we're focusing on the embossing folder today. We're focusing on the whole suite really, but this is the embossing folder that is in my freebie of the day. This is the actual embossing folder that you will receive today, or you won't receive it today. I will send it after you've ordered today. If your order is over $100, I will actually give this to you. I'll actually order one of these for you for free as a gift for ordering with me today. So you'll get to see it in action, which is really cool. So there is that. And then this is, let's just move the card out of the way for a moment. This is the beautiful stamp set and the dies. The stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set, which is always great with your sentiments, so you can see through them as you're stamping and makes it much easier to line them up. Really beautiful sentiments in here. We've got love, peace, love, joy, sending, and then you've got wishing you, so you can link those together with some of the other sentiments. Sending love. You've got with sympathy, if you want to do a specific sympathy card. You've got heartfelt prayers, all the best in your new adventure, peace on earth, which is great for Christmas cards, and I do have a Christmas card to show you using this suite as well. Big hugs for a good friend. They're just beautiful, beautiful sentiments. Yeah, so I love that. And then with the dies, we'll take those out of the packet. We've got the two gorgeous doves, both flying different directions. We've got little envelopes that they can be carrying in their beaks, or we've got the little sprigs here, the little leafy sprigs, which we're going to be using today. We've got some little stars. We've got a large leafy sprig, and then we've got the two label dies, which are really beautiful. I love the shape. I love the size. They're just perfect. So we're going to be using both of those today. We're going to use the two doves and the little sprig as well today. Okay. Alrighty. The papers, I'll show you just quickly all of the papers. I'll show you the glimmer paper first. The glimmer paper in the suite is gorgeous. It's in the 3 different colours of blue. This one is sort of like a, what colour do they say this one is? Hang on a sec. This one they say is soft green, but it's kind of a greeny blue. It's a Peaceful Garden 12 by 12 glimmer paper if you're looking for it. Or you can just find it in the online store or in the catalogue. You've got this deep blue, a sort of brighter blue, and then this greeny, soft greeny blue. So you're going to be using some of those. And the great thing about these ones is the glitter doesn't come off on your fingers. Like, it's really secured. I'm not sure if they put a coating over the top, or I think they must put some sort of coating over the top or something so that it doesn't come back off. So it's really great to use this glitter paper, because I've used some glitter papers in the past and all the glitter comes off and makes a mess, and it's terrible to use. But this one is beautiful and you won't get the glitter coming off everywhere. And then the papers are absolutely beautiful, and if you love blue tones, you're going to love this paper. And if you haven't seen it before, some of you may have seen it before, because I think I've shown it before. And you can see we've been using it for quite a few projects. We've got lots of bits and pieces in here that we've been chopping up. Just move those over. So I'll just quickly show you these beautiful papers, both the front and the back, with these gorgeous doves. These would also make a nice wedding card, I think, too, with the beautiful doves on them. Maybe a baptism card, communion card, first Holy Communion card, dedication, any of those sorts of things. Sympathy, thinking of you, as I said. Look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? The doves just on their own are really beautiful. They could really be used for anything. Oh, I didn't show you the back of that one. And we've got those little leafy sprigs on there with some little tiny flowers, which I'm not sure if you'll see on camera. Oh, that's the back side of that one, actually. Is that all of them? Wait, did I show you this one? I think I showed you. Did I show you that one? I don't even know which ones I've shown you now. Oh, yeah, I showed you that one already. Wait, how many did I show you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it was this one I haven't shown you yet. This one with the larger leaves. And then on the other side, you've got some greeny tone. That kind of looks, what colour is that one? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong packet. Hang on a minute. I was looking at the glimmer paper. So the colours are basic beige, cloud clover, crumb cake, misty moonlight, pecan pine, secret sea. So this is the cloud cover. Yeah, and then we've got duplicates of those other ones I already showed you, plus all the ones I've already chopped up. So yeah, really, really pretty papers. Has anyone already got this one? Let me know if you have. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be using some Secret Sea ink today. So that's the only colour we're using, which makes it very easy, just for stamping that sentiment. We've also got the bling and the ribbon. These embellishments are really pretty, and it's hard to tell in the catalogue, but when you see them in person, they're little flowers and they're really, really sweet. And you've got them in the 4 different colours there. So you've got the white, the cloud cover, misty moonlight, or this one's misty moonlight, I think, and night of navy. But they're really, really sweet. They've got a really nice dimension on them, but they're not too high. So I reckon you could use these ones in scrapbooking too, because they're not too raised and they're actually quite flat on top. So as you can see, we've used some from the packet as well. And then this ribbon is absolutely stunning. So this is the Misty Moonlight, what's it called? Silver Edged Ribbon. And it's really pretty. It's a little bit deeper on one side than on the other. Or is it the same? Hang on, let's double it over and see. Oh, it's ever so slightly deeper on, well, actually, maybe it's just in which light it's in. No, I think it's actually the same. Just depends on the light that it's reflecting. Yeah, I think it is actually the same on both sides. But it's really pretty. All right, well, let's get to making our project. All right, got everything all prepared here. And I will have this up on my blog later this week with all of the measurements as well. Do the doves die cut out the doves on the DSP? Oh, good question, Jody. No, I don't believe that they do, because they are sort of like a standalone die. And the doves that are on the paper, let me just grab the paper back out. The doves that are on the paper are a bit smaller. Hang on, I'll just grab them. Just that one. And also too, because the, yeah, so you got the 2 different papers with the 2 different doves, and they're quite a bit smaller. So no, they don't cut that out. But you might be able to use the label dies to cut around them, perhaps. Move that out from under there. The label dies, you could die cut around them, but the actual doves themselves, because they're a solid die, you wouldn't be able to line them up around an image anyway. It would only be if they were an open die. sort of like these are an open die that you can line up. But that was a really good question though. But they're a different size. So yeah, so you could do that. You could maybe cut a few out with the larger one. But yeah, not specifically the shape of the dove. But they're so beautiful, aren't they? Really beautiful. Yeah, this suite would even be good for somebody who just needs a little bit of uplifting. Maybe they're going through, you know, a difficult time, or they just need reminding that somebody is loving them and thinking about them. So they might just need a little bit of encouragement. So yeah. All right. Oh, Sandra. Hi, Sandra. How are you? You have the bundle. Fantastic. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? So lovely. All right. Okay, let's start with so that's for die cutting our doves. We might start with stamping our sentiment, and then that will give us a chance to let that ink dry. Oh, I didn't put the stamp on a block yet, so let's do that. How did everyone go with the stamp sale the other day and stamping tools sale? Stamp sets and stamping tools. That's what it was. So I was just trying to remember. I got quite a few new stamp sets. I haven't done I've unboxed them myself, but I haven't done an unboxing as such video. But I actually got 10 new stamp sets because as demonstrators we also get our discount on top of the sale discount. So it's great to be a demonstrator, let me just say. And also too, I got some new blocks. So I got all new, oh, this isn't one of the new ones because this one's got adhesive on it. But I got a whole heap of new blocks so that I can put them in my studio for classes. I got some new chamois for the studio, and what else did I get? I got a few bits and pieces. But yeah, it was mainly the stamp sets I wanted to stock up on, which I did. So I'm going to have lots of new things to be able to share with you over the coming weeks because I've got lots of new stamp sets. So that's exciting. Let's grab a scrap piece of paper out of the bin. Out of my, not the rubbish bin, my paper recycling bin. Just to stamp off that excess ink. And give that a clean. Love my Simply chamois. It is so quick and easy to clean my stamps that way. And you don't get all the lint left behind from baby wipes. Back in the day, before Stampin' Up, I used to have, well actually I had a Stampin' scrub, which is the, hang on, I'll show you. If I can find it. It's here somewhere. Where have I put it? Oh, it might, oh no, there it is. I was thinking maybe I left it out in the studio, but no, it's in here. So I have a stamp, I used to have a Stampin' scrub before I knew about the Stampin' Up one. I had a different one, but I love this one. This one's fantastic because it's got two sides, and you can spray the Stampin' mist, or you can just use water on one side, and then the other side you leave dry. So you've got one to clean it and then one to dry it off. And these are really great to give your stamps a deep clean and a bit of conditioning as well. But in between times, so I often use this after classes to give my stamps a really good deep clean. But in between times, or if I'm just using them myself just singly, I'll just use my chamois, and all you need to do is add water to this and it gets your stamps really clean. They're really fantastic. If you get a chance, can you also talk about your stamp pad I just used as opposed to Memento pad? So you mean the classic Stampin' pads, Chris? So these Stampin' classic pads, classic Stampin' pads, they come in all of the Stampin' Up colours. So they coordinate with all of our cardstock, our Stampin' blends, our everything, designer series paper, ribbons, embellishments, everything is color coordinated, and that's a great thing with the colored ink pads. We do also have the Memento that Chris just mentioned, the Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad. So these ones are water-based, okay, so that they lend themselves to doing a lot of different colouring techniques, etc. And they are a soft foam pad, whereas this one, the Memento Tuxedo Black, it's a dye-based ink, a dye ink based pad, and it is a linen pad, so it's a more firm pad, whereas these ones are more sort of squishy. Yeah, and they open up differently, obviously. These ones, Memento is not Stampin' Up's own brand, but they carry these ones for the black, whereas the classic Stampin' pads, these are Stampin' Up's own brand. Okay, and these ones come in all the colours, but the black just comes in the Memento. And then, of course, we've got the Versamark as well, which we use for either watermarking or embossing. If you want to do heat embossing, this is the one that you want to use. And this is a foam pad as well. It's a pigment ink, so it's different again. And it is one that takes a lot longer to dry, so it's really great for using with your embossing powders. So yeah, so there you go. So there's the difference between the different pads. This one too, it is water-based, so if you're using water tools such as your water painters, which are back in stock, by the way, the water painters, because this is a water-based ink, it will bleed with the water painters, and also the blender pen, which I had out. Where did I put those now? Had them out because I was using them last night. Oh, not last night, yesterday. I don't know where they are. I had them pulled out. I think they're in my class tub. Hang on a sec, over here. Yes. I don't know where the other ones are though, because I have 3 of these. These are the blender pens. These are great for doing like a faux watercolor technique using the ink. So you can use the ink from the classic Stampin' pads to color your stamped images. But because it has a chemical inside of it that does like a watercolor thing, if you go over an outline that has been stamped with watercolor stamps, it will blend them as well. So if you're coloring with these, you just have to be really careful about not drawing too much of that color from your stamped image. Okay, does that make sense? We'll have to do some technique-based demonstrations on that. And then if you want to do watercoloring, the best ink pad to use is the Stays On ink. But if you're using that, you need the Stays On cleaner as well, which we also do sell. Stampin' Up sells that as well, because this is a solvent-based ink, and so it needs a special cleaner. And then so you clean it with the Stays On cleaner, and then clean it on your chamois to take that Stays On cleaner residue off your stamps to keep your stamps nice. Okay, so we've got the 2 different blacks. The Stays On is a bit of a deeper black to the Memento, so you will get a stronger black with the Stays On than with the Memento, but it's just if you need to clean your stamps really well with the Stays On cleaner, otherwise it will stain your stamps. Okay, so make sure you've got the correct cleaner. These ones you just use water-based cleaners, or you can use the Stampin' Mist spray. This one, Stays On cleaner. Okay, so there's the different ones. And the Versamark, you can just use your chamois, or you can use the Stampin' Scrub with the Stampin' Mist. So there's the 4 different types of ink really that we have. Okay, so hopefully that answers some questions. Let me know if you've got any more questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Then we've got the little ink spots as well. And the ink spots are basically, just looking to see if I'm holding that up the right way. The ink spots are just a little baby ink pad of these ones, but they are a felt pad, whereas these ones are a foam pad. These ones are a felt pad, but it's the same ink. and you can re-ink these with your ink refills as well as these ones. Okay, and these ones, they don't come in every single color, but there's some color assortments in the annual catalog, and you can buy blanks and then make up your own, like I did with the cloud cover. So this was a blank, it was completely white, had no ink, and I just bought the ink refill for the cloud cover because that's not available in the big ink pads. There was a bit of a chemical reaction with the ink pads for the cloud cover. So I bought some blank ink spots, and then I just made up my own using the ink refill. And then I just punched out some of the cardstock, coordinating cardstock. So I've got that labelled top and bottom, so I know which is which. And I store these upside down so that the ink always stays at the top of the pad ready for when you're using it. Okay, so there you go. So there's a few different options there. Okay, let me know if you've got any other questions about ink pads. Oh, hi Margie, how are you? Lovely to have you here. Oh, a little bit too far from the microphone. I will raise my voice. Is that a bit better? You might need to turn your volume up a little bit. When I have the forward-facing camera to my face, then it uses a different mic and it's much louder. And as soon as I tip it down, even though the phone itself is actually closer to me than when I have the forward-facing camera, for some reason it changes the microphone, and the sound goes quieter for some reason. It's really bizarre how it works. I don't really understand why it does that. And it's a new thing that it started to do not long ago. It's quite annoying. All right. So what we're going to do is we might do all of our die cutting and embossing first, and then we can start piecing everything together. All right. First of all, we're going to start with our embossing. We're going to use that beautiful embossing folder. Let me find it. Here we go. I buried it under all of my bits and pieces. So is that better, Margie, if I raise my voice? Can you hear me better now? All right, so the Peaceful Greenery 3D embossing folder. We've got a piece here of basic beige. As I said, all of the measurements and everything will be on my blog later in the week. So I'll let you know when that is available. I will post on my my business page when that becomes available. Now I'm just going to move that down a little bit. Just make sure I've got that lined up where I want it. I'll just bring it down a little bit more. And there we go. Okay, so I'll bring over my large Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right. Now, this embossing folder is a 3D embossing folder, which means it gives a deeper impression in your cardstock. So we just want our base plate number 1. We've got our cardstock in our embossing folder. We're going to put that on our plates with the hinge first. Always hinge first through your machines so that you don't crack and damage your embossing folder. And then we're going to use our number 4 grey plate on the top. This one is specifically for the 3D embossing folders. And we'll take that through our machine. It is going to bump the camera a little bit. I apologise for that. There we go. And then we've got that beautiful embossed piece. Can you see that? And see how this centerpiece here has got the impression of the label. Those label dies I'm going to show you on one of the other projects. But those label dies, oops, hang on, I'm losing bits over here. They layer beautifully inside of that piece there. In this case, for this card, we're actually going to cover all of that centerpiece, but you can fit your labels. I'll show you another card example in a moment where I've used the labels in the center of that emboss piece. Okay. All right, so that's our embossing done. Next, we're going to do our die cutting. So we'll need to bring back in our adapter plate, which is our number 2 plate. And we need 2 number 3 plates, our clear plates. So we'll put one down, and then we'll bring all of our pieces up here. Oops, I'm going to die cut all of these pieces. Just grab my post-it tape to hold the dies down. Let's line this up over here first. Okay, and hold that down with a little bit of post-it tape, or you can use washi tape, depending on what you have. Now I'm going to use some of that deep blue glimmer paper, and I'm going to die cut the large label. And then we've got I'll move those up a little bit. We'll see how many we can fit on here at once. Then I want to die cut the doves. So we're going to use both doves. And we'll put both of those on there. And I might need to do another run through for the little sprigs. So I don't think I can fit that on there as well. Might be a little bit of a squeeze. So we'll just do these ones to begin with. Oops. Make sure I'm not chopping off the end of his tail. There we go. We've got rain here this afternoon. It just came out of the blue. It was all of a sudden it just started raining really heavily. We've had a little bit of hail this afternoon as well, just some very light hail, like the size of little peas. It hailed for all of about 5 minutes. And it's just started raining again. Crazy weather today. All right. So we've got our beautiful sentiment. We've got our layer for our sentiment. We've got our beautiful doves. Oops. Now we might need to pop those out with our take your pick tool. So there's little release holes in the back, so you just pop your take your pick tool or multi-purpose tool into the back there, and then just slide that under. Or if you've got a die brush, you could use your die brush. My die brush is over the other side of the room, so there's one. And get the other one out. Oh, you had rain at San Susie and Kyle Bay this afternoon too, along with wind. Ah, okay. Bit windy over on the coast. Don't think we've had wind today out west out here. But certainly the rain, which I wasn't expecting because we had such a beautiful weekend, didn't we? I have to say I didn't look at the weather, my weather app this morning. But we had such a beautiful sunny weekend that when it was all gloomy and cloudy today, I was a bit surprised. Hang on a minute. Trying to see to do this without my glasses on, and it's proving to be a bit challenging. I forgot to put them on. All right, here we go. There we go. Got it. There we go. So there we've got our 2 doves. And now we just need to die cut our little sprigs. And we only have one of these, so we need to run this through twice. So we'll just quickly do that, and then all of our die cutting will be done. Let's move that down a bit so we can fit both on there. There we go. Now, has anyone started their Christmas cards since my Facebook Live last week? Did you all see me making that beautiful Christmas card last week? Did it inspire you to get started on your Christmas projects? Or is it still a bit early for a lot of you? We're nearly at the end of September. It's already the 22nd today. So there's one of our little sprigs. We'll do one more. There we go. Okay. Awesome. All right, I think that's all for our die cutting. So I'll just move this out of the way. All right. And we'll pop that away. So we've got oops, I didn't take this one out, did I? That one. All of our little bits and pieces. I'll just poke this one out as well. There we go. Alrighty. I'll just put that scrap paper back in the bin. Okay, so now we've got all of our little bits and pieces all ready to go. Okay, and we say, oh wow, we've got thunder now, my goodness. So we've got a card base of crumb cake cardstock. This is just half a sheet of A4 cardstock cut across the short side, okay? So it's cut at 21 centimeters by, and then scored and folded in the middle at 10.5, and then it's cut by 14.85, which is half the sheet, okay? Then we've got a piece of the designer series paper, and we've got some pieces of the basic beige. Actually, is it basic beige or crumb cake, this one? Let me check on the paper. Let's see. Basic beige, cloud cover, crumb cake. It's got both. Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, Secret Sea. I feel like these ones are more crumb cake than basic beige. Yeah. All right, so we've got these two strips here. We're going to tear the edge of them. Now, I know some of you don't like tearing. It does give a really nice finish to your card, but if you don't like tearing, you can leave them straight. If you prefer straight edges, I like tearing because I like a bit of texture in my projects. So I often like to do a bit of tearing or a bit of ink distressing. Okay, so we're just tearing off about 0.5 centimetre from the side. And we'll do the same on this one. And then we're going to flip this one around. So when you're tearing, always tearing towards yourself to give you that white edge. And just tearing in little increments at a time. And you'll notice that I'm moving, the hand that I'm holding the paper, I'm moving that down as I go, and I'm supporting the cardstock at the back there so that I've got control over it, and I also don't bend or tear this part as I'm going. I'm controlling that tear. Just doing little bits at a time. And if you did one big tear, this white edge would end up really wide and yucky looking. There we go. All right, and we're going to turn that around that way. So what we're going to do is we are going to adhere these to the back of this one. I'm going to grab my silicone craft sheet. That's my gluey side. So we're bringing our silicone craft sheet. Do you all have a silicone craft sheet? They are awesome. The glue doesn't stick to them. So when you're doing projects with, you know what, I'm going to put my glasses on now. When you're doing projects with a lot of glue, yeah, it's really great to use a silicone craft sheet. so you don't get glue on your desktop. All right, so I'm going to pop that down and then I'll line this up over the top like that. And with the design on this paper, it makes it really easy to line that up and get that nice and straight. Using the multi-purpose liquid glue as well gives you that wiggle time so that you, so that you have a chance to position the paper where you want to have it. So if you don't quite get it lined up first time, you've got time to wiggle it around a little bit. There we go, we'll slide that in, whoops, not too far. There we go. Just got a little bit of excess glue just there, so I'm going to take my glue eraser and just erase that bit of glue off. Oh, you just got a downpour of hail and rain too, Jody. Yeah, I think we just missed the worst of it. It probably went around us and headed towards you. We tend to be in a little bit of a channel here. It often goes either side of us. We don't really get terribly bad storms here. There we go. We do get a little bit, but not as bad as some areas do around us. So, okay, so that piece is ready to go. Now we're going to adhere this piece that has our embossing on it. We're going to adhere that to our card front. How heavy was how big was the hail, Jody? Was it really big or was it small stuff? We got some really light small stuff earlier, but yeah, just now it was just rain. Hopefully it wasn't too big that it was causing any damage over there, Jody. Okay, there we go. So adhere our embossed piece on there. Isn't that beautiful? That embossing on there. So pretty. And then this piece is going to be adhered down the center. So we're going to be covering up that label section there in the middle. So we're not using that label section today. So we're just going to line this up over the middle. That looks about right. See at the top, yep. So this is a really easy layout, this one. You can use this with any designer series paper. It's a really great one. All right, and then we're going to adhere our sentiment labels. Okay, so just adhere that over our glimmer paper and line that up. Gee, everything's lining up really well today. Very easily. Look at that, and look how beautiful and shimmery that is now around that border. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. All right, and that's going to be popped up on dimensionals, but we've also got to add our ribbon. And we need to just trim our ribbon up a little bit. Hang on, I've got glue on my fingers. Let me just roll that off. Okay, I'll just grab my my snips and we'll trim that ribbon. There we go. So that one, and we'll go that way. Same angle on the other end. There we go. Oh, I might need to cut it a bit shorter. Now this ribbon, as you can probably see, is quite fibrous. So you will get a little bit of fibres as you trim it. Okay, so I need to trim this a bit shorter. I've got it a bit too long. I actually need to trim it about here. I was a little bit generous with my ribbon. There we go. Okay, good. All right, so clear this all up. Pop that over there actually on that side. Okay, and then that's going to go there somewhere, and this is going to go down here. I'll put some dimensionals on this one ready. And then we'll line everything up. So I've got my Stampin' dimensionals here. I've put some, what do you call it? Permanent marker on the backs here so that I can see them easily when I'm adding them to my project. So I can see which ones I've removed the backings from. We want some glue dots, some mini glue dots for our ribbon. That's the best adhesive for your ribbon. You could also use tear and tape if you want to, but I love using the glue dots. It's really easy to use glue dots with your ribbons and it holds them really well. Any type of liquid adhesive is not good with your ribbons because the ribbon will just absorb it and then it will look yucky and then it's not going to adhere well. Okay, so I'm going to place that about here. And then that's going to go up about there. Actually, I think I've got that a bit high. I'm just comparing to the, oh yeah, let's move that down a bit. Down about here. There we go. So we'll adhere that across there. Then we'll remove our backings and see what I mean. Because I've got the lines drawn on these ones, I can see easily if I've removed the backings or not. Because I used to always have to sit there and like go and feel them to see if they were sticky or not, to see if I'd removed them all. So I love this new system. Okay, then we'll attach that about there. Make sure we've got that lined up nice and straight. And then with our little doves, let's move that over there for a moment. We're going to adhere the little sprigs in our doves' mouths, make it look like they're carrying them. So we'll just add some little dabs of glue there. Where's my silicone? I'll just put down my silicone craft sheet in case I get excess glue. Okay. So this one's going to, oh, stuck to my finger. Okay, so that one there like that. I did get a little bit of extra glue, so lucky I had my silicone craft sheet down. And then this one is going to be carrying this one. So if you've got a fine tip glue pen, that would be really great for this, because these are very delicate. But if you just add little dabs of the multi-purpose glue, that also works well. We'll add that one there like that. Oh, my lights just flashed. I hope my power doesn't go out. We actually had a surge yesterday. We had a power surge yesterday, which was really bizarre because it was good weather. Like there was no storms around yesterday. So that was a bit bizarre. Okay, so there we've got our little doves. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty. So we're going to attach this like this. So we want to put some dimensionals under the wings, and the body is going to be adhered flat to the label. So let's grab some dimensionals. I'll grab both my minis and I'll put them on this side. My minis and my regular size. I think we'll fit a regular size under the wing there. Into that wing we'll fit a mini one under here to support that one, and I think that will be good. And then we'll attach the body. Got glue on my fingers again. Let me just get rid of that so that I don't put glue on. I am putting glue on my dove. Oh no. Roll that back off. Might need to get my eraser again and just rub that off. It came off my fingers. Okay. So now I'll put some glue just on the body. Oh, in fact, I probably shouldn't have put it quite that far up the head, because the head part is going to just be off the... I might actually put a mini under the head, I think, because we're going to have the head just going off the edge of the card. Now this is stuck to my finger too, because now I've got more glue. There we go. All right. Okay, so now we'll position that so that we've got the parts that are going off the card are the parts that have got the dimensionals. Move that over a little bit more. That's better. There we go. And then the body that has the glue is sticking to the label there. Good. Okay, and then with this one, let's see how we're going to position this one. So this one will be like that. So I'm going to put a mini dimensional under the tip of the wing there and under the tail. And I think the other wing is going to be up there. Oh, we might put a little one just under the tip of this wing too. Not the tip of the wing, the base of the wing, I should say. Like that. Okay, and then the glue will be on the top part where it's going to attach to the tag. So some glue under there and on the wings. Alrighty. And just making sure that this one doesn't go off the edge of the card, and also not covering up that sentiment either. You've got to sort of position it just in the right spot. There we go. Like so. There you go. Push those dimensionals down. Let's make sure where I've got that one. Oh, that one was right on the edge there of the... That's okay, we'll push that down there. There we go, gorgeous. And now we just need to add our bling. So let's clean all this up. Move everything out of the way, and then we'll add our gorgeous bling. I buried it again. Keep burying things over here. Or did I? No. That's okay. I put it in the tub. I put it back in the tub where it belonged, so that was good. Worked out well. All right. Now, is anyone crafting along with me today? Or are you all just watching today? Alrighty, let's see. We might go with, what if we do, might change up the colours this time. I want to see how the white ones will look on there. Well, the white ones will be nice. They're more subtle. Or we've got the lighter blue ones. On the original card I used the mid blue, the Misty Moonlight, but I'm actually getting low on those, so I thought I'll see what other colours. Well, that looks nice too. And then the deep ones, let's see what the deep ones look like. The deep ones might actually go nicely too, because they'll match with the glimmer paper. Yeah, that I like that. Let's do that one there. And then we'll put this little one up here. There we go. So there is our card finished. We did that quickly today, didn't we? And I've got some other samples to show you as well. So don't go anywhere just yet. I'll just tuck that little sprig under there. There we go, so it doesn't get caught. There we go. So there's the two examples. So that's the original one just with the cardstock label border, and then this is with the glimmer. So which one do you like better? Do you like the one with the glimmer? Can you see the glimmer there? You see the difference? Or do you like the flat blue? And we've also changed the color of the sprigs that the doves were carrying. These ones have got the dark blue, these ones have got the light silvery green. So yeah. Oh, you're watching and organising dinner, Jodie. That's great. It's a good thing to do, is to have it playing in the background. Oh, no worries, Jenny. You've been making cards today. Fantastic. That's great. Freezing in Tassie today, is it? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we've had our weather temperature drop a little bit today too. Chris is watching and cooking dinner. Fantastic. You're early birds. Yes, it is early for dinner. Builder's hours, yes, yeah. Oh, thank you, Leslie. You're relaxing and watching today. Fantastic. No worries at all, Dimity. You like the glimmer? Oh, you like both. Both are good. Yeah, the glimmer's gorgeous, isn't it? Let me show you these other samples that I've got to share with you. Here's another one using the whole suite and using that embossing folder here as well. This is one of the ones I am going to be holding a class in November using these projects, and this is one of the projects that we are going to be making in the class, this one here. So we won't be making this one on a Facebook Live before the class, but it opens like this, and you've got the beautiful doves on the inside. But we've used the embossing folder here, and we have used the labels inside that impression in the center of the embossing folder that fits the labels. So that one's really beautiful. And then Amber whipped up this beautiful Christmas card today. So she's used the bundle and the embossing folder, but she's used some different paper for the DSP and created it in Christmas colours to make a Christmas card. And she's used the Peace on Earth stamp from the stamp set, from the Peace on Earth stamp set. And then she's used that beautiful embossing folder again with the labels. She's added some Wink of Stella, which you probably can't see on camera, but it is glimmery on the cherry cobbler to give it that little bit of sparkle. And you could even do that with the doves as well if you wanted to. But isn't that beautiful? And she whipped that one up really quickly today, actually, for me to show you all. So there's a few more ideas using the beautiful embossing folder. So here it is again, the Peaceful Greenery 3D embossing folder. And that is the one that is part of my freebies for today. So this freebie for the embossing folder is only available today with orders in my online store over $100. So if you would like to get one of these embossing folders as a free gift from me, then if you would like to shop today, then you will get that as a gift. So there you go. Is Amber available for adoption? No, I'm keeping her. She's a keeper, Chris. She might hire herself out, however. Oh, yeah, she is a keeper. She does a great job. She's the best assistant in the world, I always tell everybody. And yeah, we love working in my business together. She's a great help in my business. I couldn't do it without her. Not to the level that I do anyway. Yeah. So there you go. So there's some ideas for you. There's here's some shaded spruce with the embossing folder, just to give you another color version. Isn't that beautiful? And on the other side, this is the debossed side. It actually has the embossed raised edge of the sentiment, and then the debossed leafy side. So you could use it either. Depends on which way you prefer. So there you go. All right. Well, I'm going to. Oh, thank you, Leslie. You enjoy your evening as well. Thank you. Oh, Jody says both cards are lovely. Thank you. And Leslie said both looks great as well. Thanks, everyone. And thank you to Amber for helping in preparing all of that for me as well. All right, well, let me tip the camera back up face to face. So bear with me one moment. I'll just get that ready. There we go. Okay, let's readjust that a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'll take my glasses back off now too, because they're reflecting in the lights, in the bright lights. So there we go. So there's the original. There's the one with the few little changes to it. Not a whole heap of change, but a little bit. Enough to make a slight difference. So there you go. They're beautiful. You see that sparkle. Can see that sparkle up close now. Isn't that beautiful? That glimmer paper is so stunning. If you don't have that glimmer paper, you need it. And the whole suite is beautiful. So there you go. So I hope you found that inspiring to create something beautiful this week. And remember to be kind, to share your love, and yeah, if you know somebody that's going through a difficult time, then this suite is perfect for them, or at least even the bundle, even if you don't want the whole suite, but the bundle has, and the stamp set has some beautiful, beautiful sentiments. So yeah, so it's a really good one. All right, well, thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for all of your support. Very nice embossing folder. It is beautiful, Dimity. Yes, it's gorgeous. Chris says, awesomeness at its best. Congratulations, mum and daughter. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you all so much for your kind words today as well. Keeping my my sister and her family in your thoughts and prayers. I really appreciate that. And my other daughter as well, who lives in Queensland and spends quite a bit of time with them. So yeah, so thank you all so much for that. And I hope you all have a great week. Stay safe in the weather out there. If you're copping some of this bad weather at the moment, stay safe and stay dry and warm if you can. And I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Still, we won't be in daylight savings just yet. And I know that a lot of you are coming into school holidays here in Australia. Some of you are already on school holidays if you're in Queensland, and I'm not sure what other states have already gone into school holidays, but in New South Wales, it starts next week, I believe. I think I've got that right. They've got one this week left, and then they're on holidays. So have a great holiday if you're all going away. Yeah, so every day's the same for me. So I never know when the holidays are until people are on holidays. I'm like, oh, school holidays. So yeah. All right, well, I will let you all go. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you all again next week. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye.